Happy New Year, Miss Becky.
Happy New Year. It's 2026.
Happy anniversary, my friend.
I know, isn't that crazy? 4 years.
It's crazy, girl. It's absolutely
Ah!
crazy. I know, right? Before you know it, we're going to have like a real celebration for 5 years. Aren't you supposed to eat your wedding cake again in 5 years?
I never even ate my original wedding cake. We put
We
it in the
didn't either.
freezer and it had mousse and it expanded and yeah, it didn't happen.
Well, you know what? Let's promise that we'll get a cake for 5 years.
We should. Definitely a celebration. I know I shared a little cute thing with our group this morning, just talking about, pretty much how fantastic our people are and what that means to be surrounded by that and like interact with that on a daily basis. It's empowering, it's uplifting. This is the good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm very
Yeah,
grateful.
for sure. As am I. I think that, from a very personal standpoint, this is the time of year where I lost my dad. And when I get to be around this group and do things like this, it takes the sting away. And this is exactly what I got in place of him. And I am just so incredibly thankful. I
Yeah.
was watching the Rob Powers interview that we did a few years ago, um, where I talked about how beautiful I think the cemetery is, and I wasn't able to say that for such a long time. It was so painful, and now it's not like that anymore, right? And
Yeah.
that's kudos to this group for reshaping and reforming what that is. And I know that there's a lot of people in this group who think that, so I'm incredibly thankful for this group.
Yeah, I agree. As we were looking, and I was watching the Galentine's uh, ticket sales roll in,
Yeah,
I was like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is
right.
real. This is real life. It's so incredible. I'm so excited.
Yeah, yeah. So, let's start there, right? Sorry, of course I'm gonna cry. All right, so I can't help it. I don't feel good, so it makes it
I
super
didn't want to
happy.
call it out. I was like, is it illness or is it, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. It's fine.
So 4 years ago, Becky and I got on a Zoom call together, right? And it's always funny when people say they don't know this story, so that's why I think it's probably important that we say it, that we tell it. Jesse Getz, who is our director of cemetery now, made a call for wanting to start a group similar to Arlington Ladies. And Becky and I both got on this Zoom call. By the way, there were other people on the call. It was not just Becky and I. And we both said, well, we don't want to do it, but we'll help. Isn't that comical? The people that were on that call, we don't know who they were. They did not ever come to anything or help with anything. And all these years later, here we are. And I want to say about 6 months, it was just you and I.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, we were trying to figure out what the direction was going to be, what our mission was. I mean, obviously, we felt that, that's changed a little bit, right? But like, I really feel like what drew you and I to the cemetery, which was the idea that there's veterans being buried alone, and we just can't have that. That truly became the source of our mission, and that's kind of what's kept us going. And we've done a lot of things along the way, and I think we love those things as well. But we keep coming back to, the cemetery, no veteran buried alone, support of the families, and that's what's kept us going and just grown the group. And it's dumbfounding to look around you and see these other women and everything everybody's doing, and the reach we have is incredible.
Yeah, it is crazy. All right, so I want to take a few moments and really thank a few people who have helped us along the way. I think first and foremost, we owe Jesse Getz a huge, massive thank you. When I met Jesse, he was actually not the director of the cemetery. We had another director at the time, but this is Jesse's brainchild. I think we created a beast he was ill prepared for. However, we are what we are today because Jesse had an idea. So I want to make sure that we specifically thank Jesse and Ohio Western Reserve National Cemetery. We say very frequently that team there is amazing. We love them. We love Josh, Eli, all of the the cast team. But we are not what we are without the cemetery being in existence. And I think that what we provide for them is crucial, and we can't do what we do without them. So I think, those two are number one and two.
Yeah, I agree. And I always like to point out too that cemetery, and you mentioned how beautiful it is and how well it's upkept. I just always like to remind everybody that's watching and that doesn't already know, like there's not a large crew that works there. And it's gotten smaller than fortunately this past year. And it's a testament to the dedication and passion that they have for what they do every day. They take honor, and it's very respectful when they come to work, and there's nothing they won't do for that cemetery and for the families and the interred there. So big thank you all around.
Yeah. I think the next one is Neopat. You actually are the one that brought Neopat into our fold. So Northeast Ohio Patriots, we love them. They have been a huge supporter of ours pretty much from day one. We are running neck and neck in the size of that organization, but they are running a little bit more veteran facing, where we are doing the work that is veteran organization. You have met Greg Rankus on this live series. Becky and I were at the gala, but there has to be an organization that is veteran, a step closer to the veteran, and they are doing it, and they were doing it before we were a thing. So,
well, and they're lovely. They're lovely to work with, right? Like it's not a competition. It's about, hey, who do you know? Here's who we know. How can we help each other? I feel like every interaction I've had with them has been, positive, and we've made connections, and, I think we enjoy that as well with our group. It doesn't have to be cemetery related, but if we know somebody, personal, professional that we can connect you with, and it's going to help you do something and move forward, we're game for that. So I appreciate them in that way as well.
Yeah, so if you're not following Neopat on any kind of social media, make sure you get on there. Of course, Northeast Ohio Patriots, and they've got tons of resources, and you see us share those. The other one would be Sam's. Sam's put on our MAPS event, a great organization, a little bit more towards our southern service area, but huge shout out to Sam's. They did a beautiful article on us right off the rip, but they've always been a great supporter, and we mutually help them back and forth. The other thing I think that is really crucial, and Becky and I joke about this a lot, but our families, Becky's and my husband specifically, they got drug wrong to build this organization faster than any other organization in the country, and I think we owe them just a huge thank you for doing something. Becky's husband's a veteran. Mine is not. He's a first responder. He pretty much just looks at me and says, "Whatever you want, Kat." So he's well groomed, but these guys and our kids, they're just being drug along. And so huge thank you to all of our families in this process, who are helping in the background.
Yeah, I agree. I think, Kevin reminds me all the time. I'm definitely the put too much on my plate person, as I know you are too. And he tells me all the time, every time you sign up for something, I sign up for something. And I don't always have say in it. And, and he says it jokingly, but he truly is. He stands side by side with us. And when we get, him and Craig both out there, no matter what we need, like they just kind of take the reins and run with it. They are our Ohio Western Reserve brothers behind the scenes. Are not ladies, but our brothers, and they'll sport the shirts and they don't care.
That's right. That's right. The other group that I think is important is our founding members. We have about 35 of them. They are literally the grit that built this group. These ladies are truly the family of those interred. That's where that first call went out. Right now, our group exists of volunteers, community members. We have a really great mix, but that first 35 people truly are family of those interred. Excuse me. So I want to make sure we thank them, because there is a grief component that comes to being an Ohio Western Reserve lady when you are family. And that's a tough transition to be a part of. You've lost something that puts you in this community, and it's a community that none of us really want to be a part of. So without them, we would have never gotten that initial traction. And we owe them a really huge thank you for being a part of our crazy train.
That was the difference between taking it from that 6 months of me and you to something bigger with bigger reach. It's our members. So, and I agree with you. We are sensitive to the fact that people do this in order to stay close to their family that they've lost, that are interred. But in doing that, it's also emotionally really challenging at times. So
yeah,
they just keep doing it.
Yeah, for sure. And then lastly, we want to thank our board and officers. Our board and officers have tons and tons of silent hours that go very unseen. And I can't do it alone. Becky can't do it alone. And I think we owe them a huge thank you for just the silent commitment that's going on behind the scenes. It does not go unnoticed.
It is truly a pleasure, though. I mean, this it keeps me smiling. So I appreciate everyone, and then the work and the attitude that they approach all of this with. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, we've got some people in the comments today, so thanks for joining us. All right, let's jump in. So we want to make sure that people are getting to be a part of this organization as it grows. So as you see things on social media, remember we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. We need you to interact on our posts. It is not necessarily for our existing community. It is for the community that does not know about us yet. Mm-hmm. So especially for things like Valentine's Day or events that are happening inside the group, outside the cemetery, things like that, please, please, please like them, tag people on them, share them. That is how we will create a community of comfort and allow people to see that there is a place for them to land. It's weird. It's an algorithm. It's not AI. I swear, if you got a weird thing about AI, that's not what this is. It is truly the algorithm. And our community, the way that it exists right now, we need you to be acting on our social media posts.
Any of you guys that are personal friends with me on Facebook would have seen, yesterday I kind of shared this is why. And it's because so much gets lost on social media, and we all share a lot of the posts from Ohio Western Reserve ladies. I see you guys do it and I love it. But I feel like sometimes my family, I had somebody reach out to me. This is a great example. And she said, in Facebook Messenger, I hadn't heard from her, military friend. And she said, "Hey, are you really going to this purse thing?" I said, "Well, considering I'm the president of Ohio Western Reserve Ladies, it's our nonprofit and it's our first fundraiser. Yeah, I'm going to be there." And she's like, "Oh my God, I didn't realize that's what this was." And that hit me. And I thought to myself, okay, beginning of the year, right? Like, great time for that awareness. And I thought, I'm going to put it out there and just explain to people, this is my group. This is what I'm a part of. And this is why it's important to me. So when you see me share it, come be a part of it with me or interact with it. Feel free to do the same on yours too, because I think people, they don't always get what it is that we're sharing.
Yeah, a great point. I shared with Becky, I was at an event with my brothers, and my brother made a comment about he spends a lot of time at cemeteries. And I'm like, dude. And he kind of stared at me, and Craig started to laugh, and Craig's like, "You know what your sister does, right?" And he kind of like, you could tell he was uncomfortable, but I'm like, right, as do I. So I think it is, when we feel like we do it a lot every day, but it's because other people aren't living it and we are. So get on there, share all the things. All right, let's talk sewing. By the way, y'all bought fabric. Woo! So the fabric is on our Amazon wish list. You can keep buying it. The sewing group is really getting started. If you want to be in the sewing group, you should already have access to the Google Drive. If you don't, please let me know. You can either comment here or you can shoot me an email, ohiowesternreserveladies@gmail.com, and I will give you the group. If you are a part of a sewing group, by the way, I didn't realize so many of you have your own sewing groups. You can take our project into your sewing group in 2026. We are not prejudiced or judgmental. Sew away, my loves. So the sewing group is live and active. If you need fabric that we have, you can have this. Go do it. We're making this stuff. This will be one of the less structured things we do because none of our board and officers sew. So You're kind of on your own. We're watching it. We want to help you, but this is a skill set that none of us have. So please, please, please let us know if we can get you that. If you want to donate fabric on the Amazon wish list. Okay, we're red on Fridays. Becky didn't get the notice.
No, I failed. I messed up that it's Friday. Listen, I'm still at that between New Year's and Christmas blur, even though I know it's the 2nd.
100%, girl. I'm with you. Okay, so we're red on Fridays. It's for our deployed military. So we're going to put on Fridays a post up where you can put pictures of what you're wearing for red on Fridays. We're going to do it all through January. By the way, this is a thing all the time, but I slack and I don't get the post up every Friday. So we're red on Fridays for our deployed military. We'll try to get it up there and then post pictures, share it on your network. Let's talk Galentine's. It's
go time. It's go time.
All right. So we started planning this about 3 months ago. We have less than 40 tickets left. We have about 3 or 4 per sponsors available. So if you were dragging your feet or you wanted this to be a 2026 donation for your company or in the name of a veteran, you need to reach out to me immediately because we're going to run out of purses for you to sponsor. So please, 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 you can do it on the website. There's a link you can do. It's completely automated. Or you need to send me an email at ohiowestreserveladies@gmail.com and tell me you want to sponsor. If you want to come, you need to go buy your tickets like stat, because once we close this sucker down, we're done. You get a gambling voucher at MGM. You get this crazy fun mocktail thing. It is a cash bar. So if you're planning on drinking actually alcohol, it is a cash bar. What else? Oh, baskets, all the things. There are SASH awards.
You get us. We're going to be there. We're going to have so much fun.
Oh, and we hired our MC.
I was just going to ask, beat me to it.
Okay, so Tessa DeTiro is our MC. She's absolutely delightful. She has a very well-decorated grandfather that was in the military. We're so excited to have her. Y'all, these 40 tickets should not last. This is going to be an absolute blast. Bring your girlfriends. The group that has the largest grouping gets one of our SASH awards. The group that has the best outfits gets a SASH award. Come on, if I can do anything, I can throw a party.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. We installed new officers yesterday.
Yes, that did happen. Yes.
All right. So starting yesterday, so we voted in September. We started, our new officers started their term yesterday. So we've kind of talked about it, intermittently, but effective yesterday, Bonnie Gardner is now our new VP. Nancy Robinson is our new secretary. And kind of in transition, but like officially, Barb Baszler is our volunteer coordinator. And she is knocking it out of the park. Like, God love these women. I mean, like, y'all humble me every day. So welcome. We're so sorry.
Welcome to our show.
That's right. That's right.
These are our monkeys. This is our circus. And we love it.
That's right.
We're very proud of it.
Our monkeys fly. They're beautiful. All right. There's a new blog up today. Megan Tetlick, who is on our board, she did it. She did an amazing job. She said as of 2025, she finished her last challenge and she became a blog writer. So she did great. Give her some kudos. What else? Oh, if you're a veteran wanting to improve your job status or you are looking for a job in 2026, Lorain County Veteran Services is offering LinkedIn training. So you need to call Veteran Services or reach out to them on Facebook and register. It's a very limited amount of spots.
And that's Lorain County, correct?
Yes, there is a remote login option, but you need to be a veteran. They will walk you through it if there's space in their class. But if you're a veteran and you are looking or interested, reach out to them and see if they have room for you. It's really a great option.
I've used some of that LinkedIn training. It's very appropriate, very real world. So it's enjoyable to go through. You're going to get a lot out of it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Shout out to our salute team. We are at 100% attendance through the cold weather. They are out there. They are doing burials 3 days a week through the cold. Megan Tetlick runs this team. I'm telling you right now, those women are crushing it. So when I want to stay inside and sit by the fire, those women are out there and attending burials. So just shout out to all of them and a huge thank you to that. So, okay, upcoming dates. We are hosting all of the ladies throughout the country again in January. This is our initiative. So this is one of the things that we do uniquely here at Ohio Western Reserve Ladies. We got all of those groups together last year. We're hosting them again in January. So we're super excited about that. Some of the good things that come out of being able to create a program where other national cemeteries can potentially have a program like ours. So I will be doing that.
Well, and I love the saying, together we are stronger. This is a great example of that. Like, we're all doing incredible things in our own areas of the U.S., but why not get together, share ideas, inspire others, and get more groups started? So yeah. I love that. I love that you started that last year.
Yeah. And it doesn't need to be reinventing the wheel, right? Right. Just because we had to reinvent the wheel doesn't mean that. And it's interesting because that group, when it got together, most people didn't know that others existed. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to make that go away. All right. Our next live is February 6th. And then Valentine's Day is February 14th. So this is kind of it before we get down to sold out tickets and all the things. What did we miss?
February 15th, correct?
15th. Yes, okay, February 15th. Did I say the wrong thing? I'm sorry.
I think February 14th, but I just wanted to be sure. It could have been my ears as well, you know.
It's the day after Valentine's Day, so take your loved one out on the 14th. Come hang out with us. Middle of the day, MGM in Northfield.
Absolutely.
Okay, what did I miss, Becky? We did really damn good for 23 minutes. What did we miss?
I think we got a lot in.
Okay.
It's a lot. It's a new year. There's a lot going on. Yeah. I'm excited for all of it.
Well, happy anniversary, my friend. It has been my pleasure to build this with you.
Hey, you as well. I feel like I feel like we got the bonus friendship out of it, and that's fantastic.
Amen to that. Lots of people in our comments today. Thank you so much. This helps our algorithms. Jean and Megan are our board members. Donald Reese was just at the cemetery this week. Patty College is one of our founding members. Nancy Robinson, one of our officers that was just newly inducted yesterday. So just really appreciate everybody, and we hope you have a safe and prosperous new year, and we'll see everybody in the coming months.
Happy 2026.
All right. See everybody soon.